lead. So they're making their way into the tip for the final time. There are 3 more obstacles still to get over. Heretier de Sivola to Gibberwell. These 2, followed then by Dark Duomo. Morozov Cocktail is now beginning to struggle. Heretier de Sivola leads by a couple of lengths to Gibberwell, who's looking to try and get that victory at Hexham under its belt as they come towards the 3rd last. And it's Heretier de Sivola that leads them by a couple of lengths to Gibberwell in 2nd, then Dark Duomo in 3rd. They're over that one, the 3rd last, and Heretier de Sivola has jumped really well thus far and did so again there. Gibberwell is in 2nd, followed by Dark Duomo in 3rd. Morozov Cocktail is persevering as they make their way towards the 2nd last. Heretier de Sivola just nodded on landing, but it was another spectacular lead to Gibberwell in 2nd, who's getting tired. Dark Duomo is in 3rd. Morozov Cocktail it's very detached in 4th now as they make their way up the hill for the final time. There's 1 more fence left to jump, and it's Heretier de Sivola that leads, but now just being driven along, but still holds the call by about 3 lengths. To in 2nd position, Gibberwell looks a bit tired as well. Morozov Cocktail is actually battling on past Dark Duomo, but needs a miracle to win from there as they start to make the swing for home. There's 1 more fence left to jump, and it's Heretier de Sivola who's been in front for a large chunk of this race, and thus far has jumped very well. Comes to the last. Heretier de Sivola again jumped that one well. Gibberwell is very tired and clambered over it in 2nd. Morozov Cocktail in 3rd, but inside the final furlong now, it's Heretier de Sivola, whose jumping has been extremely good, has always travelled strongly, and in the end is going to win this with loads in hand. Heretier de Sivola certainly seemed to improve last time out at Ayr and has carried on that upward curve here at Hexham this afternoon, and Heretier de Sivola is a very, very easy winner. Gibberwell is really tired in the closing stages. Morozov Cocktail is battling hard for 2nd. Gibberwell and Morozov Cocktail is going to be tight for 2nd. Gibberwell, I think, just to Morozov Cocktail, and then Dark Duomo.
Yeah, he has. He was foot perfect at the last, wasn't he? And he's enjoyed conditions, enjoyed the track, got stamina to burn, and he's done that well for Phil Kirby. I saw Phil there. Maybe we'll get to hear from him afterwards, as well as Joe Williamson, but they'll be pleased with this nice win. So a horse who started life in points, so the stamina was there, Jamie.
Yeah, that's right. There's a horse later on of Phil's called Time Was, who likewise started in points and is just getting her act together in a maiden hurdle later, but her future is probably along the same lines as Heretier de Sivola, who has now found his niche, I think, because staying is clearly the key with him, and he was full of running, which is very rare to see this at Hexham on the sort of ground that we've got there today. That horse was fresh up the running, and you can see how the field is strung out. The rest are struggling to raise a gallop, but he just seems full of himself, and as the owner outlined, just a few even flaws and foibles and quirks with him that afford him the luxury of just hanging around and messing around a bit because he was so much in control.
Yeah, he certainly was, and Heretier de Sivola has won at 100 to 30. Gibberwell, well, he's plugged on and just managed to hang on to 2nd there, the 2-1 favourite. So that is our 2nd race at Hexham. We'll get some feedback from that for you shortly, but we've got Sean T coming up next. There's our winner coming back in. There is the winning trainer just chatting to his jockey. Well done to them. Smiles all round. Be a lovely day at Hexham.